Okay, d4. I'll answer with d5, see what we get. A Catalan. I'm not sure. I don't have a line to play against the Catalan, but maybe I can do something like this. I guess I should get castled first before I try that. We'll see if I get a chance. Ah, I do get a chance. I don't have to castle right away in this case because my queen is over here to guard. That looks good. Got to open F file. Just have to have, of course, a very bad bishop, but just got to move it around, activate it. Okay, the queen is looking at this pawn, which is very solidly protected, and this pawn, which the queen protects. Let's bring the bishop out here. Yeah, there's one problem here, which is I can't move my knight to this square where I want to. I can't push the b pawn because it leaves the c pawn hanging, so I have to do this somewhat awkward maneuver. Queen here first. But I need to get this knight in the game. If, I might just trade it, but I need to get it off the back rank in any case. I suppose I could have considered taking it out here, but where does it have? What kind of future does it have there? So let's go ahead and lift my rook to defend this pawn. The knight, if the knight comes here, I'll take it. If the knight comes here, I will take it. So, yeah, he just gives up on that bishop maneuver. So let's get my knight out. That was the plan. I mean, knight coming here and trading, that would have resulted in a knight versus bishop game. So I'm threatening to just take that knight and then lift my rook up to attack this pawn. Oh, no, it just wins a pawn. I see. If I take that pawn, the queen will take my b pawn. But I can take with the rook. If he tries to fork, I can just take up the pawn. Could also play b6 there and then take with my queen. Yeah, so he doesn't want me to play b6, so, but he's giving up this pawn. Now I'll play b6. That should be fine. Next, I'll double my rooks on the f file, maybe put a rook here on f3. Just looking to come in on some of these squares, but oh, maybe he's just getting out of the way because he wants to push this pawn. I'm not sure. In any case, I think the action is over here on the king side, so let's focus there. Let's try and make it so the action is on the king side. Yeah, I can double my rooks and then put a bishop here. And then I'll be able to take this pawn. He's looking at this pawn here, but it's defended. He came back to look at this pawn and also to defend this square against the bishop. Let's bring the bishop around to the other side. It really doesn't matter too much. And I can just drop back here. Okay, I thought he should have pushed there. Now this pawn is pinned. And the pushed pawn might be a target. I was planning to pile up on it. But might have been better than what he did. Okay, I can lift my queen up here. That pawn is still pinned. And I maybe can play my bishop here. Let's think about it. So I go here. He'll probably bring his rook over. Could just take another pawn here. Might be the simplest way to handle this. What I was worried about is, maybe my bishop grabs this pawn. He puts a rook here, and then my bishop moves, and then he grabs this pawn. So grabbing this pawn didn't seem so important. Yeah, and he decides to keep the queens on. I think that's logical. I would have done that. So I may have to sacrifice one or two of these pawns over here, hopefully just one, so I still have an outside passer at the end. Oh, that's nice. So I can go like this. Yeah, so he wants to penetrate here. Let's see, what should we do? So I just bring my queen back. He'll play his rook here with tempo. What I'd like to do is lift up that a pawn so it defends my bishop. I want to play a6. I am threatening to trade queens once again. So the queen moves. Yeah, so let's defend. Can he trap my queen ups? I think I made a mistake here. He can trap my queen, right? He just puts a rook here. He didn't do it. If he had put a rook there, this square was guarded, this square was guarded, this square was guarded, that square was guarded. Would have been bad news. Okay, but now, do I still, maybe I still have that problem, right? Those squares are all still guarded. Rook, rook. Well, I can go here and I'm protected by my bishop at least. Or maybe I should have gone up here so I could come back into the camp. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. So I take the bishop. His queen comes here and that's mate. But now there's two pieces hanging. Oh, the queen is not hanging. Yeah, let's get rid of that threat from the queen. And can anchor my bishop here. So how many pawns did I end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he got back into the game with that. Oh, this pawn is hanging. But I had to stop and defend this guy first, I think. Yeah, I'll trade this pawn for this pawn. It's a good deal. Can I mate? Check here, king up. Check here, king here. Check here. I can make one slow move. Because he's got to take here before he checks me. Okay, so check, check. I can force the king to this square. And then I can drop back here. He takes. Then I can take here with check. King comes here, and then I can check here. Looks like it's getting close, but anyway, I pretty much have to do this because I am facing this threat. Let's see. I wonder if this is better. No, let's do it this way. Oh, but then I leave myself open on the back rank. It is a problem. Can I do something here? Low on time. Check, king comes up. Take here with check. Can go here with check. I ran out of time. Yeah, I think I blew it. Let's see. Maybe we can take a quick look. If the computer is fast enough here, we can get the evaluation. Yeah, so I was winning until I was losing here. So I just have a draw by repetition at this point. We scroll up. Oh, well, actually, it says a draw with rook takes. No, king h4, bishop f5. Oh, to protect against the mate threat. So it's not a draw by repetition, but the computer evaluates that as even. If we back up a move here, so here I'm winning. So I should do this check first. Yeah, it's hard to decide with the limited amount of time. So the check, the king would come here, and I play e3. Okay, he takes here, threatening to mate me in 2. Check, check. So then bishop to d3 defending. And this is a winning line according to the chess engine. I guess I believe it. If he can't take here, I can get a queen and then checkmate him. Yeah, I was trying to find a quicker mate, but I guess it wasn't there. Anyway, let's play another game. Do a rapid game this time. Let's try e4. Alan, 2023, goes for a Sicilian. Good rating. Okay, playing one of the main lines there with knight c6. Ah, didn't I just talk about this kind of accelerated dragon here? Yeah, this is a line that allows the Maroczy bind. And then he brings that out. You need to defend here. Is that right? If you defend with the pawn, I think he can still play there. Let's defend with the knight. Trying to remember the lines. I just made that video about this. Okay, he's not going for that. Let's put the bishop here. Now I can take the take his knight with the bishop. Let's get castled. Okay, now put the pawn on f3. I don't know, I should have worried a little bit about queen b6. Is queen b6 a problem here? He's going to play it. I'll get to find out. So anyway, the thing about queen b6 is it hits this pawn and it hits here. If I just defend, he can't take right away because knight takes, bishop takes, hits the queen, and it's defended. But he can maybe do a discovery with this knight now. And then take here. So what's the best way to handle this? I think I have to just lift my queen up. By protecting the bishop here, it gives me some more options. Yeah, so this wins a pawn. Because I could move this knight with the tempo on, not that knight, this knight with the tempo on his queen when my queen is defending the bishop. But my queen is hanging here, so let's see. If I take the knight, he takes the queen, I take the queen. He takes the rook. He's a pawn up at this moment. So if he gets a queen and a rook, and I get a knight and a queen and another knight, that's about even. So let's see if that's correct. Knight takes knight, knight takes queen, bishop takes queen. Ah, he'll play pawn takes bishop there instead of knight takes rook, I guess. Can move this knight with check, and then move my rook out of the way. So that's one line. How about this? Knight takes knight. If he just takes with the bishop, then I can move my queen. Oh, then I take his knight. So after knight takes knight, he takes my queen. That's pretty sure. And then I take the queen. Now I've got two pieces hanging here, and I've got a piece for a pawn. So he has to do something. He can take the rook, or he can take one of those pieces back. If he takes the rook, he can take here with check first. and take the knight. And he gets the bishop. I don't think that works out so well, does it? Knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes rook. Yeah, he takes that right away. So he's got a queen and a rook. I have a queen and a knight. I can grab a pawn, but I can't save my bishop and take his knight. So it looks like I'm losing the exchange on that line. Okay, so we'll take here. I guess this will just turn into, I'll be down a pawn. So I should probably keep taking here. Yeah, he's just gonna collapse it down to nothing. So let's save my bishop then. So yeah, bishop and knight, and he's just won a pawn. Not a very exciting result, but on the other hand, he was black to start with, and so he's a pawn up. That's got to be a good outcome for black. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's go ahead and defend the pawn. So I would like to play knight here to here. So put my knight here, he will take the pawn, I'll take back. And if he brings this pawn forward, I can take it with my knight. So I think I can do that. If he doesn't take, I can take that pawn, get my pawn back, I think. Yeah, so I have to take with the bishop. Okay, let's attack. I see, he's going here. He's attacking the rook, and then his next move is to go here, attacking this rook and the bishop. Let's go here. He takes a rook, I'll check and take his rook. So he just defended. Now when I attack the knight and he goes here, can I attack? Oh, I can't go there because my knight is covering it. So I attack the knight. It's only got really one square to go to that I see. I guess he could attack my knight first if he wanted to, but the square is a good square for me. So if he pushes the pawn, knight here, check is a triple fork. And then he resigned. Yeah, that was a square. That was a square he couldn't go to. His only option was to go to this square, I think. If we back up, oh, let's go to the analysis board. Let's start the computer analysis running here, and then let's just show you what I was saying. If he goes here, oh, the computer points out he has this square. I was kind of worried about this. This is annoying. But the computer would play with the knight to here. That's another square he could go to. But a lot of his squares were covered. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. So yeah, it just leaves those two. Anyway, yeah, what does the analysis say? Because I was wondering, did I do something wrong in the opening? It looks like I did. So right around here, it's still okay. And after the queen went there, what did I play? Oh, I lifted up my queen. So that was a mistake. I should just move my king to the side. And I still have an advantage in this opening. Yeah, he's not threatening to take right away, I guess. What do I do about this? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a hard move to play because he could also just take here. Hitting my knight, which is loose. So yeah, I wouldn't play queen d2. I mean, I wouldn't play king h1 there, even if the computer says it's best, without further study. But the move I played, so queen d2, he played knight takes e4, not the best, but not bad if you see the graph only wrinkles a little bit there. Knight takes d4 was best. And then knight takes e4. So I should have played knight takes c6. Okay, well, this is a line I was thinking about. So he takes the queen. I have to take the queen. I mean, I could take here with check first, because that's forced. And then I take the queen. Then he takes. And, you know, I can either take his knight, or I can save my bishop. Let's say I like my bishop. Maybe his knight is trapped. Now his knight can come out here. Okay, so let's pause and count. I've got a rook and 4 pieces. And he's got 2 rooks and 3 pieces. So I've lost the exchange, which is what I thought. Yep, yeah, computers are kind of crazy sometimes. I mean, maybe there's something about this position that's good. I mean, my knights are active. I could even consider bringing a knight up here to support this knight. This pawn would be hanging. Maybe I can still try and capture this guy. Ah, you know, that's what it is. Rook here. Where is this knight going? So I could have trapped that knight there, and then that makes the whole thing work. So knight takes c6 is what I should have played there. And after I took his knight, then he's just better here, but he just exchanged down into a very simple position. Sometimes you have drawing chances, so I don't actually like his way of playing. He had an advantage. He should have tried to milk it for more. In fact, it seems knight c2 was a mistake. And computer would play bishop e6. Yeah, the computer would trade everything off too. Okay, knight c2, and I played knight to d5. I guess that was okay. Rook f, rook a, and then knight b4 is a blunder. Yeah, so he was still had an advantage here. The evaluation from the chess engine here, it says minus 1.5. So that's still a position I would play on and see what I could do. But he's got good chances. He's got these 2 pawns in the center, and this one is a passed pawn. That's going to be very important for the endgame, and he's just got a very sound pawn structure. His only the only issue with his position is this piece, which is maybe a bit out of play here, but if he can bring that back into the game, he'll have a good game. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye now.